We live in an era marked by rapid changes, and Shell is at the forefront of innovation in energy sector. Today, we have the honor of interviewing Ms. Mansi Tripathi, the Vice President of Shell Lubricants for Asia Pacific and Chairperson for Shell Companies of India. Thank you for speaking to us, Ms. Mansi. My first question to you, I believe this is the second edition of Changemakers of Tomorrow. Now, how significant is this event?
No, the pleasure is all mine, and thank you so much for having me over here. The Changemakers event, this is our second edition, and we are absolutely excited about it because at this forum, we try and bring the entire industry together. So, of course, there's Shell, but we have all our partners who we work with. We have the industry specialists, we have the vendors, we have the academia, of course, we have media, and then we have our students. We also have an entrepreneurial community, which also comes together. So it becomes a really, really nice venue where people are able to exchange ideas on this big problem of energy transition and share what have we accomplished so far, what are our learnings, and where do we go from here. And at the end of it, we kind of like make commitments on what is our next 12 months program going to be, which we again then bring it next time. So I really like the spirit of getting the best brains together and having a strong passion to make a difference.
Brainstorming, it's all about. Also, the buzzword here is AI. Now, how do you think AI and technology are coming together when you're looking at an energy transition here in India? And what role does Shell play?
Absolutely. No, that's a great question because it's such a global word sometimes which gets used. And if I had to break it up, I'll break it up into three parts where I feel Shell uses AI to make a difference. Yeah. The first one is AI for energy transition. And here we use the combined ability to really see how do we operate in our plants, in our manufacturing to actually lower the energy consumption. And we have proven in various experiments that by using this predictive at times as well as generative AI to really see how we can lower the overall energy consumption.
Okay.
The second pillar is really more about optimizing our current processes to the next level.
Right.
So this could be, how do we cost optimize? How do we ensure our supply and demand is getting matched? How do we ensure real-time customer solutions are getting provided? And actually having services to back up the customer needs. So it's a real value generation on a real-time basis in that sense. And the third part is, which is very interesting, is on our health and quality,
right,
which is our safety standards as well. So we can have, AI looking both in forms of virtual drones, go to places which are otherwise unsafe, or be very predictive about continuous monitoring to say, so it is just, tons and tons of example where it is continuously enabling us in all those three areas.
As India plans for energy transition, now if you could tell us what are the strategies that especially Shell is implementing to reach that particular goal, and what are the new energy initiatives that Shell is coming up with?
Yeah. It's a very exciting space. India being at the cusp of leading a lot of global economy change, being on the cusp of moving from 40 exajoules to expanding to 80 exajoules, and how all of that is going to come to life. And at Shell, we have had a long history in the country. We have been operating here for last 94 years. And we have invested close to about 5 billion into the country behind the energy transition plans. We do have one of our biggest footprint in the country, about 13,500 people working. And, while we have big capability centers providing for the globe, which are all focused on energy transition and initiatives, we do have our businesses in form of our lubricants business, our mobility business, our gas business, and our solar business, which are also in total helping to see how do we really transition through the overall change which India is going through.
Mansi, you were talking about the natural gas. Now, India's market is diverse. The government is also looking at to increase the natural gas in the energy mix from 6 to 15%. This is by 2030. Now, what role does Shell play here?
Natural gas is a very important part of our strategy, and we see that as a critical transition fuel. And in India, we have been investing in that one. We do have our Hazira plant, which is around 5 MTPA in terms of its capacity. And in 2023, we reached about 10% market share. And we have our integrated play through trading as well. As we go into the future, there are two spaces which we are going to expand on. Number one is going to be on the compressed biogas or renewable natural gas, as we call it, which is an area which we are trying to learn and experiment and see how we can scale it. And the second one is LNG for heavy trucks, which is a hard-to-abate sector. And we see gas playing a very important role as a transition fuel there. So we are very excited about the opportunity and play our role there.
Well, thank you, Ms. Mansi, for speaking to Times Network for this insightful conversation. In fact, this is the very company that has been committed to the global goal of achieving net zero emissions. This is by 2050, and Shell is clearly redefining the energy for the future.